Caledonia, New York, the village of Caledonia where I grew up. This is the main monument. Little village of about 4,000 people. Went to high school here, graduated in 1975. I'm glad to talk to you. Live mode, vertical. That means people who are jumping in and out on the shorts feed are going to see this. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, listen, you're going to love the content. It's all positivity. It's all personal growth, how we can live a better life today than we did yesterday. All that kind of stuff that some people are going to shoot down, blah, 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 la, 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 but no, it's not. Our mind is not neutral. If we don't take control and focus it in the direction we want to, the world will do it. Things around us will do it. And we have to master our mind. And then life is great. Oh, I hope it's not too windy. It's really great weather right here. When I rolled into Caledonia 3 days ago, it was 23 degrees. That definitely felt like Christmas. A lot of snow and frigid. And the next day it was 26. And today it's probably going to be about 50. But the wind is blowing like hell. But that's all right. Just left the gym here in the village of Caledonia. They have a great gym down here. The owner was there today. It's 24-hour access. CalFit Gym, the village of Caledonia. Let me know where you are. I'm in upstate New York for 5 days, and then I head down to New York City, where I'm going to see a buddy of mine, Patrick Davis, and his mom lives right here on this street, East Avenue. And so I'm going to be seeing him. He's a fellow brother-in-law, in-law by the means of he retired from the NYPD. And I retired from the LA County Sheriff's Department. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. You're not going to be disappointed in the content. A lot of times I go live and it's unscripted. There's no teleprompter. I'm speaking from the heart as it comes from my mind. So most of the time, no bullshit. And so that's something that we really desire nowadays, is some authenticity, real shit. Because with AI, don't you wonder, what the hell, is this real or not? You see these videos that are so well done. You see people, well-known people talking, and you think, is that really them saying it? You know, sometimes you can pick it out and you can say, yeah, that's AI for sure. Sometimes by the voice, the mechanical, robotic rhythm of the speech, you can tell that it's AI, but sometimes you can't really tell. And so you have to really hold everything up to the light as to whether it's real or authentic or not. Let me know where you are in the chat. I'm here in upstate New York for a white Christmas. I thought, well, I won't be here for Christmas. Heading to the city in 3 days. So I'll actually be down there for Christmas. And it'll be first time in New York City on Christmas Day. For the past 27 years, my wife and I have been going to New York City during the Christmas time, but not Christmas Day specifically. And you know what? I was just watching a podcast by Mel Robbins. And if you don't have her latest book, the Let Them Theory, get it. Hey, thanks for chiming in. Hey, I'll check out I'll have to put my glasses on, but thanks. Leave a comment, leave me a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I was watching Mel Robbins, and so she was talking something I'm going to apply. I want you to do the same thing. And that's about looking back on 2025. You know, if it's like me, you've had big challenges, man, a lot of despair. But I'm going to look back on 2025 and ask a couple questions. Number one, what was bad about it? And I'm going to go through my camera roll, which is going to remind me, ooh, some of the bad times, but the lessons I can take forward into 2026. And then I'm also going to ask a question, hey, what was great about last year, 2025? What was awesome about it? Going through the camera roll, if we go through those pictures, we're going to be reminded of things maybe we forgot. And that's something I'm going to do. And it's going to help us going forward, because now we can go toward 2026 with intention. It's kind of pre-framing. I don't know if you heard about reframing. Take an experience you remember, and what we do is when we have that memory, we give a meaning to it, and because that meaning determines what we do with it, what kind of actions we take. But if we reframe it, change the meaning of something, we can also change the experience of how we're remembering it and the impact it's going to have on us. That's kind of powerful stuff. It's all self-improvement stuff. But you know what? When we get better, right? When we improve, when we become better communicators, better listeners, better citizens of the family and the community, then guess who benefits? Everybody around us, right? Our family, our friends, and those we come in contact with. But it definitely is not about trying to forget all the bad things that happen and not experience them. I mean, we have to really make sure that we, you know, they did some studies in Harvard, people that have been through some tough challenges, and those people kind of shoved them down, you know, and moved on with their life as if everything was great without totally experiencing really the negativity and the despair and the frustration of the things they were experiencing. And later on, those things bubble up in bad things, bad thinking, stinking thinking, bad actions that produce bad results. So it's really important to experience those things, even remember, you know, those things that we went through this past year. For me, tough. Man, I'm pre-framing 2026. It's going to be a fantastic year. So in that regard, we can kind of experience it before we even get there. And we can forelook next December when we're going to be looking back again, right? If we make this a practice every year, just like we should every night, look back on the day, hey! Pretty amazing when I come back here now to experience people that I went to high school with, or, you know, in the gym, I meet up with a lot of people that I went to high school with, and some 40-some years ago, 50 years ago, sorry, that we just had our 50-year reunion. I didn't make it, sorry, 50 years. Doesn't seem like it. I have to be reminded because I feel 35. It's no BS. And so let's look back on 2025. Let's take a real big reflection. I'm going to ask myself the questions. Hey, what was bad about this year? What was troublesome? What are some of the difficulties that I went through, maybe even carrying with me to this day? What were some of those things? And I'm going to be reminded because sometimes we forget. Oh yeah, he was sick. I went to visit him. We look at those pictures, and the pictures are going to trigger that memory. And what lessons can we take forward into 2026? Why make those memories and those things that we went through that we may be carrying through to today, why put no value on that shit? Why don't we say, hey, lesson learned, I'm taking that wisdom forward with me, right? This next year, turning 69, I'm bringing 68 years of wisdom with me. And that's the way you have to look at it. You're bringing value with you. Anyways, that's what I'm thinking about today, talking about today. And I got my workout in 3 days in a row. I got to acknowledge some of you people. I appreciate you stepping in. When I go live on the vertical mode, that means people on the shorts feed can jump in and out. So sometimes people that aren't connected to my channel, which is all about personal growth and positivity and all that stuff, they subscribe. They're new subscribers, and we build the community of progress even bigger than it already is. I appreciate you being here, because we really have to focus nowadays on what we're paying attention to. And if it's all good stuff that we can use, make a better life for ourselves, that's stuff we need to be focusing on, because the world is vying for our attention. And boy, is it loud today. I'm thinking back, how about you folks? How about looking back, growing up here, when we only had 3 channels of television, right? 3 channels. And at midnight, a lot of times, the TV would shut off, and then you were cooked. But now, what do we have? 1 million channels, and really nothing to look at. But, whoops, I hope the wind isn't too hard on the audio here. All right, let me put my old man glasses. Hey, thanks for checking in. Hey, how you doing, Roger? How you doing, brother? Rodrigo, thanks for checking in, buddy. All right. Who else? Yeah. Thank you, brother. Looking sharp. Hey, I'm always appreciative, as my voice cracks, I'm always appreciative of a positive comment. And a lot of people will leave comments that are positive, and I appreciate it. And I was listening to a podcast yesterday by the great Napoleon Hill, who wrote Think and Grow Rich. And he said, you know, as you put forth enthusiasm and positivity into the world, oh man, you're up for attack. So be prepared, but don't let that stop you. Keep moving forward. keep doing the right thing, focusing on the right things, mastering your mind, regardless of what people say. Someone who is unshakable, who cannot be stopped, that is a winner. What if there was no losing? There was only learning. I don't lose, I learn. I don't fail, I don't quit. I keep moving on. It just gives me information to make adjustments and keep moving forward. Hey, you know what? I'm starting to fire up myself. Hands up. Thank you. All right, everybody, I appreciate it. Hey, I want you to follow along. Subscribe to the channel because I'm heading to New York City in 3 days. I'll be down there in Manhattan. Let's see what's going on in New York. Let's see what it's like. Let's see if I feel safe there. Let's see how it's going in Manhattan. I will be going live from Manhattan in 3 days. So check it out. Oh, you know, you can really feel it in your quads walking backwards up a hill. I did a video, one of my popular videos is the importance of walking backwards once in a while. That actually does something to your mind, and it changes the way you think and how your mind works. It's like tying your shoes with a different hand. Crazy. All right, everybody, I thought I'd just check in with you here from the small little village of Caledonia. Wanted to go live. We're building up a community of progress here for sure, and we are reflecting on 2025, almost done, and we are pre-framing 2026, going into the new year with intention. And 3 days in a row working out here in Caledonia. I tell you, it is so true. The more energy you put out, exercising, eating some nutrient-dense foods, I'm telling you, the more energy you actually get back. And I feel it. I feel it. And so, if you haven't already, and you're not on a program, a regular movement, I mean, it doesn't have to be a regular constructed exercise program, just moving a lot throughout the day. If you did that 3 to 4 days a week, you would increase your health, wealth, and longevity probably by 1,000,000%. I might be exaggerating. Of course, genetics are going to play a role, but mainly we have our own input. We have our own influence on our bodies and our health. We have things that we can do that we can focus on. Other than that, it's out of our control. We can let that go. But I'll give you an example, and I'm telling you, it's not bullshit. If you haven't already, subscribed to the channel. You people who are jumping in and out of the shorts feed. 68 years old, and I had my hormones checked at March of this year. And my total testosterone was 709. Hey, which is pretty good from what I understand. I talked to some friends of mine who were down in the 200s, and they had to go on TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, and my free testosterone was low. It was 41.8. Yeah, that was what my free testosterone, that was too low. And that's the important stuff. It's not just the total, it's the free testosterone. So I talked to my doctor, he said, well, you can release more of that probably through more protein. And I was trying to gain some more muscle at the time, and it was hard for me to get enough, but I started focusing on getting more protein grams throughout the day. So this is what I did between March and today, is I sprinted once a week, pretty regularly, except when I was up at our island. Then I jumped rope. But since I've been back in Florida, I've been sprinting religiously once a week. Also jumping rope 4 days a week, still playing tennis, and doing some deadlifting. And together with making sure I've been getting 150 to 200 grams of protein a day. And now, so let's go back. March, total testosterone 709, free testosterone 41.8. And now I just had it done, and my total was 1,089, and my free was 80 something. I mean, what a difference. Now, I had some naysayers, friends of mine actually, who said, well, Cliff, you know, it depends on the day you're tested, what time of day, the activity you did beforehand. Well, the dog charged me, but I guess it's got one of those shock collars in the yard. And so, but if that wasn't the case, I actually, in both times I had tested, I was over 12 hours of fasted. So I fasted 13 hours this past time, and it was over 12 last year, and it was the same time of day, 12:30 in the afternoon. So that didn't make the difference, even though people were saying, you know, Cliff, if you test in the morning, it's going to show high. Listen, the bottom line is I intently did some things to raise my testosterone levels, total and free, and it worked. So that's the bottom line, regardless of what anybody says. And you know what the most important thing is that I believe that it worked. Our beliefs are going to shape how we act, what we do, and what we do and how we act is going to shape our results. Hey, it's a pretty simple plan, right? Thanks everybody for checking in. No, you guys are awesome. No, you're wonderful. I want you to have a Merry Christmas. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell button and you will be notified when the next video comes out. I appreciate you chiming in, watching, always with an attitude of gratitude, because a lesson learned when I defeated my biggest enemy, which was myself. That's our biggest enemy, is ourselves. The only people that can stop us is us. But I realized when I defeated myself that I make the biggest difference in what I do, what I think, what I believe, and how I act. So you can do the same. Merry Christmas. Oh, I know what I was getting to. The point was, if you continuously focus on having an attitude of gratitude and you are thankful and you're grateful, at the same time, you can't hold a thought of anger, fear, frustration. It's impossible. So master your mind. Things are going to be great. All right, Merry Christmas. Stick with me. We're going to have fun.